There has been one question echoed throughout every generation, and that is, if God is so powerful and so loving, why does he allow suffering to happen? But in order to answer that question, we first have to truly understand this, that the Bible does not describe a distant God watching pain from heaven above. In Isaiah 53:3, Jesus is called a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. God didn't stay far from suffering, he stepped right into it. On the cross, Jesus experienced betrayal, injustice, physical agony, and separation. Christianity doesn't give us an explanation first. It gives us a Savior who truly understands it. The Bible also teaches that God can use our suffering to shape us. In Romans 5:3-5, it says that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. That doesn't mean that suffering and pain feel good. It means that God doesn't waste our pain and suffering. Sometimes the deepest growth in our faith comes through the hardest seasons in our life. And we can't forget that suffering exists because we live in a fallen world. After sin entered in Genesis 3, creation itself was affected. Romans 8:22 says that creation is groaning as if in labor pains. This world is not operating the way it was originally designed to. Disease, natural disasters, injustice, this is all evidence that something is truly broken and truly wrong. But thankfully, this is where hope comes in. In 2 Corinthians 4:17, it says, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." Paul described his suffering as light and momentary, not because his pain and suffering was small, but because eternity is so much bigger. God sees the full picture, but we only see the chapter. So, to answer the question, why does God allow suffering? Sometimes for our growth, sometimes because we live in a fallen world, sometimes for reasons we may not fully understand just yet. But this we do know, that God is near to the brokenhearted. He redeems pain. And one day, according to Revelation 21:4, he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more pain and no more suffering, only for those who put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ.